This robot changed my life. And I know that sounds dramatic, but hear me out. I've tested a ton of robot vacuums, and they all promise convenience, but very few actually deliver. They vacuum fine, they mop, kind of, they smear spills, they leave streaks, they wet carpets, and somehow cleaning the robot at the end of it somehow becomes even more of a chore than just doing it yourself in the first place. So when Roborock said that this was their first... That's an example of the voice assistant there.
Please open the app to find supported voice commands.
Oh, I will, don't you worry about it. When they said it was designed to solve all of those problems, you could forgive me for being a little bit skeptical. But after living with it, this robot didn't just clean my floors, it changed how I exist in my new studio. And I get it, this topic is not trendy, it's not fashionable, but it might genuinely change the way you go about your daily business. But here's the real question. Why have robot mops been so bad for so long? Well, it comes down to one thing. They don't clean like humans clean. Mops get saturated, emptying dirty water is never done properly, and they often drag said dirty water around the floor. This robot does something completely different, and everything else flows from that, because this is the Roborock Qrevo Curv 2 Flow. And ridiculously long name aside, here's the reason this is different. A roller mop. Not spinning pads, not a damp cloth, a 270mm extra wide roller that applies fresh water, scrubs with pressure, and removes dirty water instantly. Roborock calls it SpiraFlow, and it works in real time. Clean water goes in when it's in the dock before a clean, and dirty water gets sucked out when redocked after. No mixing, no smearing. The roller spins at 220 RPM with 15 newtons of downward pressure, and that's about 1.5 kilograms pressing into your floor, which is around 2.5 times more pressure than their previous system. And that one single change fixes a lot of problems that other similar devices have. So let's do what robot mops hate. Real spills. We're talking coffee. We're talking muddy footprints, which I always get when I come through this door here. And this was the moment that it clicked. It doesn't smear. It doesn't push liquid around. It doesn't leave wheel marks. The roller absorbs, scrubs, and lifts the dirt away. You can literally see the spill disappearing under the roller. And that's why roller mops are so good on hardwood and glossy floors, and why dragging pads just feel a little bit now outdated. So here's where the change my life aspect comes in. This is where it starts to make a little more sense. Because this robot doesn't just clean better, it removes a decision. I stopped checking, I just trusted it. And that's pretty rare. Now here's something most brands don't talk enough about. Self-cleaning. Many robots use fixed scrapers, uneven pressure, water left behind, stinky, smelly rollers over time. This uses a floating scraper. It adjusts to the roller's surface automatically, and that means even moisture control, no streaks, a softer roller over time, and just better long-term cleaning. And it's actually hygienic, because testing shows 99.99% of bacteria is removed from the roller mop. So the thing cleaning your floor is actually clean in the first place, which kind of helps. Now, elephant in the room, if you have a two-style flooring system, like I have here, carpet and hard floor, this is another area that most roller mops are gonna kind of just fail straight away, due to the difficulty of the device knowing what's carpet, what's hard, when to raise, when to lower, and nobody wants a smear of mop all over your carpet. But this one doesn't have that problem. Because Roborock didn't just rely on software alone. It uses a 50mm roller lift and a physical roller shield. That shield is crazy cool. As it approaches the carpet, the roller lifts and the shield slides underneath it, so moisture is physically blocked, and that's hugely important. As I said, you don't want your mop dripping all over your new carpet. This is a real wet and dry separation, not a hope, not a guess, and it avoids all the classic issues of jammed mop covers, retraction errors, and wet carpet edges. And again, I was a bit skeptical when I first plugged it in, first set it up, set it off on its first go. I was like, is this going to smear all over my carpet? After watching it once, I stopped babysitting the robot. The boring but important bit. Edge cleaning is boring. Talking about it is probably even more boring. But, importantly, If you're looking at a robot mop like this, the Qrevo Curv 2 Flow has an edge adaptive roller mop, which means it extends to clean within 10mm of the edges. So skirting boards, cabinet edges, furniture legs, all sorted. No loud scraping, no missing strips. And because that roller is super wide, it doesn't need multiple passes, it just kind of does the job. And this is another quiet life upgrade. Diatech technology, if I've pronounced that right. The Qrevo Curv 2 Flow can even tell whether a mess is wet or dry, and it adapts instantly. So if it's a wet mess, it's mop only, brushes lift, therefore no cross-contamination, and if it's dry debris, vacuum mode with full suction. Without this, other robots would tend to drag dirty brushes through spills, suck liquid into dust bags, and just create mold and stinky smells, and smearing instead of cleaning. This robot understands the mess before it cleans, and that is the difference between automation and intelligence. But let's forget about mopping for a second, shall we? Because vacuuming itself is also hugely important, right? Well, here you get 20,000 PA HyperForce suction, which I know is techie gobbledygook, but in layman's terms, it means it's designed for pet hairs, crumbs, dried dirt, dry food, and dust. And crucially, hair doesn't scatter everywhere, because what's the one thing that most vacuums tend to struggle with? Their worst enemy? Hair. You often see on other devices that it all gets all tangled inside and you end up having to cut through mats of disgusting somebody else's hair. Yuck. And then pull it out. Well, the Qrevo Curv 2 Flow fights back with a certified dual anti-tangle system. The main brush uses an asymmetrical spiral design, centrifugal force, and a soft rubber baffle. Hair gets guided inward, stripped off, sucked away. The side brushes lift automatically, have longer bristles on one side to improve hair gathering. Designed to achieve a promised 0% hair tanglement. Tanglement? Entanglement? No, we're not going down that route. Root, hair. Oh, didn't even mean to do that. That was incredible. Pairing is super easy using your smartphone. You simply scan the QR code on the Qrevo Curv 2 Flow and download the app. Within said app, you can not only control the robot manually if you want to, set routines, check cleaning maps and stats, and customize zones. And you can even alter suction power and how thorough you want the cleaning to be. You also get up to 5 saved Wi-Fi networks, built-in voice assistant, offline voice control, so you can literally say things like, "Hey Rocky, clean the kitchen," and it does it. You also have smart home features like being able to connect it to Amazon Alexa. No. Shush.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Well, I didn't ask for anything, thank you. But you can, if you want to, set it off just from doing that. Alexa, turn on vacuum.
Okay.
Starting to clean.
But what if you've got pets or lots of obstacles? Well, the Qrevo Curv 2 Flow uses what's known as Reactive AI obstacle recognition. It can recognise and avoid objects as small as 5 centimetres wide and 3 centimetres tall. We're talking shoes, socks, and furniture. It can even apparently recognise cats and dogs. So as soon as I'm comfortable with Barney coming in and pretty much destroying the whole of my new studio, then I'll get him in and I'll try it out. So when it does approach pets, it's designed to stop the main brush and move aside, so hopefully it doesn't alarm your animals too much. How it does this is by using its depth sensor and an RGB camera to know exactly what it's avoiding, not just there's something there. You can also use that camera as a viewfinder in the app to see the room space the robot is in, and there's the multifunctional dock that completes the experience. So when the robot returns after a clean, dust is emptied automatically, and then the roller goes through a 75-degree high temperature mop cleaning session, so 99% bacteria is removed, and it's then dried with 55-degree warm air, and the clean and dirty water are fully separate. The roller gets scrubbed forwards, backwards with dual scrapers, and it even tells you in the app the progress of these processes. And outside of filling and then emptying the clean and subsequent dirty water, maintenance of your mop and vacuum basically disappears. A few things I did notice during usage. Number one, I did notice that on the wool carpet, on the first clean, it sometimes left large clumps of wool that I then picked up. This is a new carpet, so that might have something to do with it. Also, another thing, it did occasionally get caught on some of the cables under my desk, partly due to the fact that my cable management is atrocious, and I probably do need to make those a bit neater anyway. And it also occasionally momentarily got stuck on the lip of the desk leg and the beading between the carpet and the hard floor. It's not perfect between the transitions, however it does very quickly adjust its position, and it sometimes gives itself a little extra bit of power to pump itself up over the top onto the carpet without the need for intervention. And that is again something that a lot of other robot vacuums and mops that I've tested struggle with. Also, it's had a firmware update already, which is nice to see. So did this robot change my life? Well, not in a flashy way, but in a quiet, gentle, and almost subconscious daily one. I stopped thinking about spills, footprints and muck from my shoes on entry, mopping floors, manually vacuuming after letting dust and dirt build up. It didn't just automate cleaning and speed things up a little bit, it completely removed that thought process from my brain so I can focus on more enjoyable and important things. And I think that's when technology fully earns its place in our homes. I'll leave all the information in the video description below for you to check out. My name's Adam, you've been the best as always. I love you and leave you. I'll see you in the next one. Say ASBYT, peace out.